Konnichiwa, hello and welcome. This is Roy at Goji Ranger 90, and today I will be reviewing the Hasbro Power Rangers Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin Sentry Ranger. And yeah, I spotted this one on eBay when I was doing my Power Rangers Lightning Collection hunt, and come to find out this one is pretty rare, and he was a Target exclusive, so I got some things to say about it, so let's get things started. And now, starting things off the box, as you know, we gotta talk about really cool boxes on this channel when we have them. And of course, you can see up front and center, we have the picture of the Tyrannosaurus Sentry Ranger front and center, looking very similar to the Mighty Morphin Red Ranger, except there's some differences. The mouthpiece is different, of course. It doesn't have the lip engraving that you would see on the regular Mighty Morphin mouthpieces, so that's different. A lot of things about this Ranger is different. This is an evil Ranger designed to hoard Lord Draken. This is not Jason Lee Scott, and this is not Rocky. Technically, this is a completely different person. We have Power Rangers Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin Tyrannosaurus Sentry right there, the title of the figure, and of course we have the Hasbro logo in the bottom right. We have a warning label, choking hazard, so letting you know, don't try to eat this figure, don't look at this figure and get hungry, don't mistake it for a snack because it's not edible. So, just letting you know, that's why warning labels are there. Ages 4+, but I wouldn't give this to a 4-year-old because they're probably going to break it anyway. Side of the box, we see side profile of the Tyrannosaurus Sentry Ranger, and of course we have Mighty Morphin Power Rangers in a sort of like a gray faded logo, but it's still there. Looking really cool. The top of the box, nothing too interesting, it's just red. Other side of the box, we get another cool picture of the red Tyrannosaurus Sentry Ranger. A good close-up picture, and we have kind of like sort of this little lightning bolt symbol on the side, or design, or pattern, whatever you want to call it. And of course, the back of the box, we have the Tyrannosaurus Sentry Ranger in a really cool pose right there, looking really cool, really awesome, with the looks like a kind of like sort of like a lightning effect on the power sword staff. I believe that's what you call it. Looking cool. And of course, this is the Tyrannosaurus Sentry is by Boom Studios, which I believe is a comic book company. Of course, we have the Hasbro logo again in the bottom right, and another attention warning label letting you know that, yeah, not edible yet again. And yeah, some more legal mumbo jumbo. Bottom of the box, nothing too interesting, and that pretty much concludes it for the box. Now on to the figure. And now we have the Hasbro Power Rangers Lightning Collection Red Tyrannosaurus Sentry Ranger right here before us in all of his evil Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Morphinomenal glory. As you can see, he is mostly wearing red because he's technically an evil Red Ranger. Although this figure doesn't look inherently evil, doesn't look like he's one of the bad guys. This kind of looks like it could be like some sort of like powered up version of either Jason or Rocky as well, but technically it's not. Although I do like the way the cape looks on him. Boots also look cool. I like the power sword staff, looking really awesome. Got like double blades at the end of it. Although they are shorter than the actual power swords, so the blades are shorter than the power sword you would normally get with the Mighty Morphin Red Ranger, because this is not your normal Mighty Morphin Red Ranger. He's wearing sort of like this armored version of like the Red Ranger suit, it is different. We have the cape, of course, which does come off. It is removable. We have these Tyrannosaurus shoulder guards on the cape, looking really cool, looking nice. Well, it's just one side. I thought it was on two sides, but it's only on one. Yeah, there's no shoulder guard on the side. So for like this like black piece, like kind of like, I think that's like a piece of armor or something that's on the top of the cape. But yeah, it's only on one side, but it looks really cool. They done it really nicely, and it also comes off, so we can pop it off if we want to. The inside of the cape is a gold colorization, and the outside is red, so it's kind of like red, black, and gold on the cape. And of course, we have like the skirt armor piece on him as well. He also kind of like has, I don't know what those like pouches are for, but I'm pretty sure they're for something. They look like pouches you would put something in, but I don't know. But it looks cool. We do have like some black spandex underneath the red boots. The boots look like they're long boots, like they come up like to all the way above his knee, and we have like these like spandex pants on underneath the boots, so kind of like that transition from black to red. And of course we have the white diamond pattern on the boots instead of the normal red, because the boots are all mainly red. And of course we have the normal white diamond pattern going across the chest, but they don't go around to the back. We have this white line, this white sort of these black stripes, not white, from the front of the chest that goes all the way around. I guess it's kind of like armor, so it's not your normal Power Ranger spandex. And of course we have the black spandex going up to the neck as well, instead of your normal white neck guard there. So you have that looking really nice. I think this is cool, and you can also see in full detail how this one has a different mouthpiece. The visor is well sculpted on the helmet, as well as the helmet being well sculpted. You can see the little black Tyrannosaurus eyes in there, looking really nice. I like it a lot. And of course the power sword staff, let me get it out so we can get a closer look, looking really cool. We also have those little small Tyrannosaurus power coins in there. I like the way they have this designed. Hasbro did a really good job. We can see we have the black for the center handle with the black laced up handle for the power sword staff. We have the Tyrannosaurus power coin in there. Maybe if I can turn off my light, we can try to get that in focus. But it's there, and of course we also have gold trim on the cord of the sword, and of course the blades are a metallic silver, and we have some engraved, or some cool designs engraved in the blades. So that is really cool. So let me put this back in his hand. But also I do advise being careful with this, because you don't want to break it. This is kind of like a hoarder plastic material, so definitely be careful. I'm trying to get it back in his hand. Alrighty. Trying to be as careful as possible. Alright, I got it. Thank God. Okay. Got it back in. Took a little finagling, but I got it. Articulation. Technically, it's the same song and dance you would get with every other Power Rangers Lightning Collection figure. Technically, the head is on a ball joint hinge, so we can move, we can look up about that far, we can look down about that far, and we can swivel his head all the way around like he's doing cranium revolvers from Wizards of Waverly Place, like Alex Russo just put that spell on him. We have a butterfly hinge at the shoulders, which is really good. That's always a welcome feature when it comes to articulation. And we also have a swivel hinge at the shoulders as well, so we can swivel those shoulders all the way around a full 360 like so. And we do have a hinge on those shoulders as well, so we can bring them all the way up like so. And we can put them back down. We can just put this figure in a multitude of different poses. We also have a bicep swivel on both arms, so we can swivel those biceps a full 360, although be careful, the power sword staff might get caught up on the figure if you're trying to rotate those biceps, if you have the power sword staff in one of his arms. And of course we do have a good double joint hinge at those elbows as well, so we can bend them in a good range and bend them back out a good range, so that is good. We also have a swivel at the wrist, and we can the wrists also do have hinges in the hands, so we can move them forward and back like so, but do be careful, they are a bit tight. Probably gonna have to hit that with some heat, but as you can see, this one is a little bit more looser and can move more fluidly, so that is a good thing. And we can also swivel that wrist all the way around a full 360, although that looks pretty cool, spinning that power sword staff like that. That is awesome. That would be like a cool like stop motion to do, like, or like use it for like a helicopter blade or something like that. Sort of like similar to like what the Inquisitors do in like the Star Wars. Forgot what do you call it. I know it's not Clone Wars. Yeah, like that. They do those thing with the lightsaber where it goes and they go in the air. That kind of makes me think of that. That's pretty cool. Get his arm back in position, or like the Inquisitors from Jedi Fallen Order or Jedi Survivor, technically. Torso articulation, we can rock side to side and lean forward and back, so we do have a ball joint in the top torso, so we can do all of that, and we can rotate all the way around a full 360 like so. And like I just demonstrated, we have a hinge in the waist, so we can do a full ab crunch forward and back like so. Leg articulation, the hips are on a ball joint, so we can kick forward about this much with this leg and back about that far. Same is true with the other leg, and back about that far. We can split out about that much. It is hindered by the skirt armor, so we can't really split them out too much, but it can still split them out a good range. We also have a swivel at the top of the hip as well, so we can swivel those thighs all the way around a full 360 if we choose to. We also have a good double joint hinge in the knees, so we can bend them all the way back like so, and then bend them forward. We also have a swivel in the boot, so we can swivel the boot all the way around a full 360 like so. We also have some ankle rocker motion in the feet as well, so we can rock those feet forward and back like so. Same is true with the other foot. And we also have a hinge in those feet as well, so we can point those feet forward for a proper roundhouse kick in a bunch of different martial arts poses. So that is a definite plus. So far, my thoughts on this figure is positive. except for a few stiff joints, but I mean, I've learned how to fix that with applying some heat with my hair dryer and working them, so that's not that big of an issue now with the Lightning collection, because I'm learning how to manage these figures properly, so that is a definite plus, because I am still new to the Lightning collection, although I am getting into this line relatively late when they've been discontinued. So yeah, I just gotta get whatever figures that I can. Some of them just gonna have to pay a markup for us. But anyway, now it is time for me to get into accessories. So let's get to it. Okay, now as far as accessories, this one really doesn't come with too much to write home about, but I mean, it does come with accessories nonetheless. All the Power Rangers Lightning Collection figures come with accessories, even though it's not much. This one comes with a pair of closed fist hands for both right and left arms, and we do have this cool lightning effect part that goes on top of the power sword staff, like this. I think I'm not quite sure the correct way you're supposed to put it on, but I know I don't know, that's the only way I can get it, but yeah, that's pretty much, I guess, how it's supposed to go. So let's try to get this on so we can see how it looks. Yeah, looks cool to me. Although I probably shouldn't, yeah, it doesn't stay on very well. But wait, unless I gotta like further down. Okay, yeah, now it's staying on better. Okay, let me bring it up closer so you can see what it looks like. Yes, yeah, I got the camera a bit close, but I just want to get a close-up shot. Looks cool. I like it. And I'm more than sure I can use the same effect part for other figures as well, so that's a definite plus. So yeah, I think this is an overall good figure. He's a definite rarity, so definitely be out on a lookout for this one, especially if you can get him for a decent price like I have. I got him for practically, I believe, like 35, 40 bucks, somewhere around that, which not bad for a figure that was 20 bucks, 20, 25, that was discontinued. So I am happy I got him, and yeah, that pretty much concludes this review for the my Power Rangers Lightning Collection Tyrannosaurus Sentry Ranger, and now it is time to get into my final verdict. And now for my final verdict on the Hasbro Power Rangers Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin Tyrannosaurus Sentry Ranger here, the Target exclusive figure. If I have to give this one a final score based on detail, articulation, and playability, I have to say that detail, this figure looks really good. It looks really cool, looks awesome. Looks like sort of like an alternate universe version of the Red Ranger. Technically, that's what this is. Basically in the Boom comics, some of the power coins was stolen by Lord Draken, and he made like these evil like Sentry Ranger like armies, because mainly like the Tyrannosaurus Sentry, and I think like there's the Mastodon Sentry, which they do have as a playable fighter in Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. Although, like, they never made a Lightning Collection of Mastodon Sentry, so it's kind of a shame. But we got this one, and yeah, it looks really cool. Kind of makes me look forward to if they would make like a sequel to Battle for the Grid, because that would be a cool game to see, especially if they had like more playable Rangers and playable fighters. That would be a definite plus, especially with more stages and an expanded story. So, but anyway, that's another subject for another day. If I have to give this like I said, a final score. Like I was saying, detail is good. Articulation is also really good. I like the articulation. It is good. Hasbro has done articulation really well on these figures, although some of them do suffer from articulation QC issues. You do have to use your hair dryer quite a lot on these. I've learned that. Same thing you have to do with SH Monster Arts figures, technically. Only difference is dish soap doesn't work with work with tight joints on these. But anyway, I think this is good. And playability wise, how well does this figure hold together? How much can you pose it without it falling apart? It stays together really well. Joint tolerance is good, so it gets a pass on all categories. So technically, now that I'm learning more about the Lightning Collection, how to manage the figures, how to fix tight joints, and all that stuff, and what works and what doesn't, I'm able to give these figures a much higher score and a little bit more of a recommended score. So I'm going to have this to give this one a fair and square 5 out of 5 stars. Knocked out of the park, home run score. Why? Because I think this is an overall good figure. I think the Lightning Collection is a good line. Although, you do have to be careful with the ones with swappable heads and make sure you hit it with a lot of heat before popping off the helmets and swapping off the heads, because, yeah, I had a real bad mishap with my Lord Draken figure, and, yeah, I had to glue the ball joint back to the neck, like literally use super glue. So, technically, definitely be careful, but other than that, yeah, I definitely think the Lightning Collection is a good line to go for, especially if you are a long-time Mighty Morphin Power Rangers fan like me, and I'm going to prove that to you guys right now. And I've used other wallets in the past, but no, I went back to this wallet, and this is the same wallet I've been having since I was 4, and I still have it to this day. And yeah, it is getting worn down, but yeah, I bring this with me everywhere I go, and I use it on a daily basis when I'm out and about and I'm shopping, and got all my personal cords in there. That's technically the wallet I use. So yeah, Power Rangers here. Yeah, that's I've been having that wallet since I was a little bitty, and I still use it. So that goes to show you. My love for Power Rangers has not died. But anyway, guys, if you made it this far into the video, thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are the best. You guys keep this channel going. You keep this channel alive. You give me more of a will to do this. And if you want to help out this channel and help me out even more, like and subscribe if you haven't already. Your engagement is much appreciated. And as always, love you guys. Stay safe, take care, God bless, and peace out.